stacks of old videotapes that stood in for footrests or coffee tables, the piles of VCRs, laserdisc players, and vintage video game consoles all in varying states of disrepair. And yet Ray managed to find room for them, cluttering up all the open floor space till one felt half smothered by the hoard. The use of any single device, even the old box TV with its duct-taped remote, required the careful navigation of a Gordian knot of power cords, and brought with it odd high-pitched tones and a smell like burning dust. It was afternoon when I awoke on the floor of his room, queasy for the glut of pizza I'd scarfed down late in the night. I panned about the dim, the only source of light being the bluish flickers of the TV. Sore and groggy, having had only a balled-up sweatshirt for a pillow, I turned and found Ray had already been up a while. He was outstretched across the futon, watching the cheesy 90s fitness tape he'd put on the night before. A curly-haired host clapped and thrust his hips in time with a tuneless soft rock number, while overweight extras in pastel jumpsuits panted in the background. The graininess of the tape, coupled with the recurring sonic artifacts, gave the whole thing a dreamlike feel so that I wasn't even sure I'd fully awakened till Ray spoke aloud. "Ready to go, Silvio? It's 2-for-1 day. I've been waiting all week," he said, crossing his thin legs and stretching. He hadn't changed out of his uniform, the ratty jeans and red polo with the Stefano's Pizza logo on the back, after work the previous afternoon, and odds were good that he'd keep on wearing it till his next shift on Monday. For a time I simply stared at the TV screen, rubbing my stomach and fighting back a succession of yawns. "It's 2-for-1 day? Already?" "Yeah, man," he replied. "I can't wait to dig in. You want to go?" 2 Fridays a month, the only remaining video store in our area, the old Spectrum Video nestled in the shop district downtown, offered a 2-for-1 promotion, and 2 Fridays a month, the two of us would spend an hour there, rummaging through piles of second-hand tapes in search of treasures and lugging home armfuls. Unless one of us worked, our weekends were spent watching the hall over pizza or Chinese takeout. It was a nostalgic ritual of ours, a throwback to the sleepovers we'd had as elementary school kids in the mid-90s, and just about the only thing the two of us looked forward to from day to day. I rubbed the back of my neck, twisting this way and that to rid it of a niggling crick, then nodded. As a matter of fact, I'd love to, Mr. Ray. "Remember that comic shop we used to walk to after school back in junior high?" I asked. "Monarchs? That's the one. You know they tore it down, right? Replaced it with a vape shop, of all things." Ray shooed off a curious fly, adding, "Last time I went home to visit Mom and Dad, I happened to drive by. I barely recognized the street. School's still there, but that's about it." "Say, what about that soft serve place near the park? Was that still there? Remember how good that place was? I doubt there's a spot in this whole city that has ice cream as rich as that little place back home did. They were always so generous with the toppings, too." "Soft serve these days doesn't taste like theirs did. It's also artificial, cloying. It's barely even real food. Leave it in the sun, and it doesn't melt. I can't stand the stuff. Back then, they used to make it right." "For sure. Man, running over for a cone or a slushie after an afternoon on the playground was the best, wasn't it?" Ray nodded. "Pretty sure that place is gone, though. Unless I'm mistaken, it's a payday loan outfit now." "Huh. No kidding," I muttered, a little crestfallen. "That reminds me, last time I went back home I had to run to the grocery store on Westfield. Remember the video rental place near the freeway? And the shopping center? It'd been empty for a few years, but recently a chain salon moved in. It was so strange to see it that way. Whoever worked on the building cut a lot of corners. You could still tell where the tape return slot was." "Ah, yeah. Those were some good times. Everyone in town would stop in there on Friday or Saturday night. It was basically a local tradition." Ray motioned further down the street where the shops became more numerous and clusters of pedestrians began popping up. "At least we've still got Spectrum. I don't know what I'd do without it." Spectrum Video is a literal hole in the wall. You have to walk half a mile into the bustling downtown strip, navigating heaps of kitschy shops and cafes to find it. A very small neon sign leads the way into an alley linking Main Street to a rear parking lot, and a little ways down a brick-floored corridor, on the right, across from a janky arcade, is the front door. The shop is run by an old Korean.